Hey, how's it going? All right. Um, yeah. What's the name of the game? We had um spaghetti with meat sauce and shrimp Alfredo, garlic bread. I don't eat garlic bread though. Just the amount of carbs that are already in the pasta. I have to keep somewhat responsible. Oh, I have the wrong password. Yeah, I had it still on Graybeard. I'm currently on a Whoppers fixation. It's not good. Well, that's not really asking or trying to do much. Oh, let me see. I wish I had a better selection of clothes. I don't know if we do or not. If we do, I don't ever watch it. was gonna tell you I found on third party, I found a bunch of old Volkswagen stuff for soy oil. The soil. Geriatric acres. Nice. Is this milk? Oh, we have. All right. I'm gonna jump out real quick and see if it's. Let me know if the triggers come back as soon as I pop out. All right. I'll get back in. Did they pop back up? All right. Okay. Why do I have this feeling that we are thinking of buying the same area? You want 46. Huh? I was looking at that whole row. Um, well, it kind of changes up me a little bit. It's not that we couldn't compete for it. I just don't want to each of us up this early on to be that negative. Which one? Yeah, that's called misdirection. Because you were talking about 9, but I think I talked you out of it by saying how far away it is. I mean, 51 was like my fourth choice, if I'm being honest. My top choice was 47, but I'm not gonna. Yeah. If you want 46, no, no, no. I didn't really want 46, but I don't want to be right next to you either. No offense, but no, this jacket needs to breathe. I will, like I said, I don't want to be right up on top of you. I assumed you were looking at those four plots because of the amount of wood. Well, there's still there's still a lot of wood on 51. Yeah. Yeah, I have no problem going on the top side. I'm just looking. I want to take one quick look here, see how far up this goes. Get an idea on how much wood. No, just over 12. Yeah. Well, I'm actually thinking that I might do this and grow from this area because let's be honest, that's a lot of wood that you'd have to deal with down there. I mean, that is a lot of wood. And the more I'm sitting here thinking about it, the more daunting that task becomes. Because yeah, I'm looking at one other plot right now. Um, actually plot 50. It's right next to 52, the all wood in the corner. It's right below it, right next to 51. And if you see where I am, that's how far up it goes where the wood is. And it actually goes clear up to uh I mean it goes up and around the corner of 52. So that one's actually not bad. It's a little further than I wanted to be initially from the thing because the reason I wanted to get closer to the area was because 100 horsepower tractors can't drive very fast. I think like your farm tractor is, that's doing your field work. If you're hauling trees, I think that's what's got to stay at 100. Um, you could buy a pickup. Um, yeah, I'm going to buy. I kind of like the idea of working my way from like the 54, the 48. How much land is that you'll have? You know, 54 and 48 might not be a bad way to start because the sawmill's right there. Yeah, I think I'll go with those. They're pretty, well, make sure that they're fairly flat. Oh, geez. That one's carpenter's dream right there. All right, let's buy them. I have to get permissions to do that though. Oh yeah. I still can't. Let me, don't you have to click on my name under my farm? What about clicking on the farm? Okay, because we're in March. Um, yeah, but we're gonna move forward to March. Are we gonna do that every 3 months? Well, we're just gonna watch for stuff on sale, obviously. Yeah, I think so. Then January, then April, because the thing is we've got to get all of our gear in line by April, or I'm sorry, by March to start planting. Yep, it's gonna take me a minute. Oh, it's so nice to have the power back on. Get the air conditioning running. Tomorrow's gonna be a busy, busy day. I'm supposed to take my Suburban into the shop to see what's wrong with it. Yeah, I still can't. There we go. Aha. All right, what's on sale today? No, we won't. And actually, that Dalbo is a great deal, but it's only for grass. And if that's what it costs used, I know which one I'd rather have. So I'm good on equipment this month. We got to place a tent or something. You are a doormat. All right. Well, not necessarily. I mean, so I do, no, I do have one question. How much are we spending every month on? interest right now. Should we have that refunded to us? Well, because August is a partial month, so I don't know. I think we actually get charged more. Let's run September if you don't want any of that stuff. And oh, that's right. I got this going, don't I? Yeah, we don't want to start um middle of the year. We want to start in the spring. Alright. I'm just gonna hop over to one of my properties here. Ooh, it's dark. All right, what's for sale? Loader arms. Yeah, there's a planter. Nothing we are going to be able to use this month or anytime soon. So 416. How many months are we doing this? So we'll have August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So 8 months. So it's going to be about it's going to be about 3,300. I'm sorry, you said it was 416? No. 8 times 4 is 32. So it's about 3,300. I mean, we didn't, it's not a huge amount of money. I was just thinking, I was like, well, we're not really doing anything right away. Why set ourselves at an even further disadvantage? Nothing new. I say we can, for the initial month, which is March, we will do a March order for new equipment. And then we'll just start for new equipment again in April and then do it every 3 months. Oh, now you want that tanker? That's okay. I want that wrapper. So I do have a question. Are you going to be using the 100,000 liters on that? Guys, well, the hard part is finding anything that has front hookup. Nothing I want. See, two things. I mean, if I had to choose, I'd want that stump grinder, but what are you after? See, I'm worried about the thing. I don't know if either of us will have the power to pull the one, and then you're going to fill it with 5,500 liters of liquid. Go, I'll go, I'll go 10-5. Yeah. Well, one of us has to say something, right? Oh, hey, how's it going? Jeff, it's been a few days. How you been? Um, I'll go 10-850. And if you had bid me up, I was done. Yeah, I got to send 930. I'm just getting there. I think 900, yeah. All right. Yeah, I know. I got to be careful though. I don't want to spend too much. Doing well, thanks. We've had some bad weather here and we're finally getting all of our power back. You know, that's interesting that that Premier 150/70. It's actually a really good deal, but I'm not going to be ready to use it. It's just going to be wasted money, so I'll pass. Are you watching the dates too? I can't justify my balance that much of my balance on a swather right now. Yeah, it's one of those if we were really, if we were loaded and our loans were paid off and we had all of our other equipment, yeah, I I, I would have paid 50 grand. That is so annoying. Trailer's yours. Um, Kind of want that crone. Do you want it? Oh, you got a point. Dang you. But man, it only needs 80 horsepower. I mean, you don't even have to repair a baler. That's the thing. Yeah, I'm looking in that other I'd rather have a square baler if I'm being honest, but none of them fall under 100 horse. Well, okay, the Massey does, but I have a wrapper, so if I'm gonna not the tiny bales, no. So I'm sitting here having an internal debate. But that crone requires 115 horse. The square baler that I always use, but I, I I can't pull that. No matter what I get, I could not pull it. It's just too heavy. It weighs 8.6 tons. 3.7 tons on that one that's in the sale. All right, I'm buying it if you don't want it. I am still annoyed about the Stara because I'm just gonna take a quick little gander. I didn't even think about that. We should have talked about that. I don't know. So the only I don't know because some tractors aren't going to offer that. A lot of the older tractors aren't going to offer the Isara. Well, like this. This case will. It's 100 horse. It's 56 grand. I was just looking to see what actually was under 100 horsepower. Like the John Deere 4000, the 4020 extra power is 101 horsepower. What do we got this month? I say are we going to do that in March, be able to this 1 year? Yeah, that makes more sense to me. I know. All right. I'm 6, 7. All righty, let's get this row on the show. Big money, big money. 110 horse. You could get a wrapping baler. No. I'm gonna Yeah, if I can't get one that I can convert into a tipper, I'll just buy the Farm Tech brand new in a couple of months. I mean, I could, but it's horsepower requirement and um it's more than what I have, and I think it weighs a lot more. Uh, so it doesn't, but something's not right. But it's 110 horse. And it Yeah, I'm gonna pass on it. I'm gonna try and do my best. There's only one thing that's green that if I saw it, I'd jump all over it. What'd we do? You only went an hour ahead. Straw. All right, what do we got? Come on, Big Daddy. Nope. You looking at that log trailer? Say you need something to lift the logs in. Living the life of luxury here. Put into my house. The little $1,000 place. It's parked it right next to the uh farmer's market. Has a little fence but right behind it. It's a thing of beauty. All right, February 2nd. What do we got? Sorry, does not meet the horsepower requirements. It's 299 horse. You know what? If you want it, you go ahead and buy it. So, thing almost has 50 hours on it. Holy cow. All right, now we're into our final month. Um, kind of want it too. Mm, you might want it more than I do. You can have it. I don't want it that bad. All right, we're in March. Let's start ordering what we need. Well, I gotta get away from those tractors. They're all too expensive. Your- What'd you get? It's a nice tractor. I haven't decided on my tractor yet. What's the matter? Which one did you say you were almost going to go with? Oh, the 300? Yeah, I know. I just priced it out and that was really close. But I was like, man, I want it, but I can't. No, they do not allow for that. That we do. No, but it grew in the fall and never got cut. So it might be. Yeah. How much did you put into your tractor? Did you paint it? What color? Nice. So I won't feel bad painting mine. Okay, I still have 36 grand to go. Now I need a mower. Yeah, huh? Okay, so I'm looking, are we allowed to use the Colossus Quick Mow if we don't change width? Well, because we both purchased Colossus piece of equipment. You got a trailer, I got a wrapper. Didn't you purchase that Colossus water tanker? Never gets old to hear that. All right. Thank you kindly. Oh my gosh, I just found the coolest trim color ever. It is. It's what it's called. Is okay. I didn't want it to go any faster than what it was already. Oh, there's not enough room. Oh, I'm no different. I'm gonna move some of mine too. So yeah, I wanted to go with the duals because running anything on the front end of a tractor this light, just a recipe for disaster.
No, can't put your food on there. Hey, up there. Put your food right there. It makes me angry.
Finley, settle down, child.
Right.
I kind of like this white and black look that this tractor has. No, I bought the same one. I just made mine bright white. I almost bought the Farmall. I thought, them. And the last thing I need is my cedar. Wow, wow, wow. Was that Rage Against was that Rage Against the Machine? All right. Let's see what we can do here. Let's make some magic. Oh, what? I'm sorry. No, you Maynard. It might. Are you doing the same thing? I won't it. Why did it stop? This mower allows you to mow on property that doesn't belong to you. Yeah, I've just discovered this. Yeah. but my OCD would not be happy with seeing scraps of um, grass just laying there.
Yeah.
Now, do I own? What, bud? Yeah, I will. What? Don't trust Sully with the big TV remote? I know I can't really afford to be doing this right now, but I wanted to have a small yard area my equipment could sit on. Well, I just want because I have a lot of like shrub type things. That will drive me nuts too. I gotta go grab a kid some milk. I'll be right back. What did you get for a snack? You eat pieces of crap for breakfast? Hmm. The second week of deer camp's my favorite time of year. We drink, play cards, shoot the bull, but never shoot no deer. Good old bluegrass Michigan band right there, the Yoopers. I'm not really sure exactly how many bales I got patients for today. Hmm? How so? We have the same tractor. How much cheddar you got left? Nice. I'm at 10. I'm at 10.5. Um, a fool's gold mine and agates. Lots and lots of. Oh, and Uperlites. Oh, it's a like a crystallized rock. What do you mean used to? Don't go pink, she'll think you're a dink. Oh, me too. Well, once you're gone, I get kicked too. That is the one nice thing about the dedicated server. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the. Oh. Yeah, what the heck? Something went wrong with my monitor. No, my Pistons lost, so I lost interest. When that draft was coming up, my buddy, he's like, man, Pistons have a great chance. I'm like, they're not gonna get him. He's going to the Spurs. And he's like, no, no. And then it happened, and he's like, you called that. And I'm like, I know. Made me angry. I'm like, sometimes I Well, I like to remind my buddy, I was like, dude, the sporting world is always going to be Detroit versus everybody. Detroit was never going to get, yeah, Detroit was never going to get Wembenyama. No, it's really not. You know, the thing is I don't think about Boston. You're talking about Detroit and crime, and you're we were just talking about uh, Boston. For the most part, Detroit's pretty safe. I mean, I mean, Detroit, like any major city, is going to have its bad spots. People talk about, oh, Detroit, it's it's terrible. There's nice parts of Detroit. It's just like any city, you just got to be mindful where you're at. Hey, the end of it. No, when it comes back that there's nothing wrong. So I've been to Toledo, I've been to Detroit, I've been to Cincinnati, and Detroit is better than both of those cities. Now, I don't know enough about Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh and Detroit are very similar, but Philly is a whole. Philly might be the worst city in the country. Yes, they are terrible. But the thing I do like about Philly sports fans is they don't just boo the teams that come into play. If their team is playing poorly, they will boo them too. Seriously, Sully? Don't you what me? I heard what you just did. 5-year old just let out like a 12-second fart. And he's like, what? Uh, so yeah, I was talking to that doctor today about ADHD, and she's like, "So what's one thing if you could change one thing right now, what would it be?" And I'm like, "Being able to finish something I start." And she's like, then I was like, "Oh wait, no, I'd like to remember to take my meds on a daily basis." And she just starts laughing and she just shakes her head. She's like, "Is this a problem?" And she's like, "How many times a week are you forgetting?" I'm like, "About twice." Yeah, I was just, telling the lady, I was like, yeah, I'm like, the only reason I remembered to take them today is because I had them out so that I could go over them when I started the appointment. Because I figured you guys want to know what I was on. And she's just shaking her head in the uh, video appointment. I'm like, hey, at least I'm honest about it. I take my, I mean, my doctor, I don't know what they're gonna say because she's like, well, we're gonna have to continue this another day because we've used our time and there's still more that we have to cover. I'm like, oh goody. She's like, I have a little bit of homework for you, and I'm like, are you kidding me? We both know I'm a chronic procrastinator with ADHD. I'm not gonna do this. Yeah, I've got, it looks like about 15 bales now. 15 bales, that's not too bad. I need a lot more though. Huh? To make money. Just my initial ones. But you have the little square bales. Are you about to feel guilty for something? No, I'm not angry. I'm just like, hmm. So if we don't talk about something, we I'm not really fussed. But it was a forward motion. It's not a fumble. Just remember, Tom Brady was in Michigan long before he was in New England. No, I actually hate U of M. No, it's such an Eagles thing to do. I remember when the Lions drafted Ziggy Ansah out of BYU in the first round, and he was from like Sudan or something like that. And for a couple of years, he was really good. Then he just started getting hurt because these guys. What was that? That guy's going to be in for some serious culture shock. Like he's primed to fail. I mean, you're not. Well, yes, but he's also going to have to spend a lot. Over it. There's no power. Nobody does that on purpose. A lot of people did, but um, we live in the Rust Belt, so we just waited. Usually, everybody just waited for a hole to work its way through when the salt trucks run, and then we just get we get the salt truck rattle, is what we like to call it. To what? Huh? I just looked. I was like, "Holy cow!" I'm almost down to a half. That's what happens though when you run a mower on the front, baler on the back. You have a tendency to go through a bit more fuel. Just gonna get my bales up out, get my bales out of the way. What have I done? Yeah, it didn't add much weight. No. I'm not sure. Might be. I'm not buying a lot of them though. Nope. Um, Not off the trailer, it's not. That's all right. I'm gonna go pick up the rest of them. Yeah, I was hoping to not get a haystack. I bought that wrapper for a reason. Ah, and feed that bale to them. It's something. I don't know. Just getting out my plow dozer. Uh, I need to see how far over can I go. Almost to the road. Awesome. Awesome sauce. What are you thinking? Yeah, I've really got to decide which one I want on a certain type of production. Yeah, I bet it's probably bigger than you think. I bet you it's probably close. I bet you it's probably close to 1,100 hectares, which I don't even. Yeah, I mean it's a 4x map. Huh? I thought it'd be a little bit. Yeah, I knew if I offered up this as a map, we'd be playing it tonight. Oh, I know. I was playing to the crowd. Yeah, I would. You know what we could do? Wealthiest at uh um as of like March 1st of year 11. That would be exactly 10 years. Doesn't it say um underneath the March or the month? Have you ever noticed that? Oh, well, we'll have to think that one through then. Because you're right. It would take longer than 10 in-game years to own 51% of the map. Um, I need a cheap planter, like $2,000 cheap. For 2,000? No, I'm good. All right, well, my goats are fully fed. Um, I got less than 10. It's gonna be a gradual thing. Dang it. Flip my tractor. That's the thing about duels. If you have a tractor this small and you flip it, you resetting it. Oh, that's my seed drill. I need that. And then maybe tomorrow, day two. What's that? No, I was gonna be planting uh oh, what do you call it? It's that stuff that sugar beets. Yeah, I wanted to have a root crop. Remember how I told you the hand pushables? They have a hand pushable drill or a seeder, but I didn't want that. What were you saying? No. Um, I want to have some beets because sugar, I want to have the option to actually have sugar in case I decide there's something I want to make that needs sugar. And the best way to get sugar beets. Well, sugar cane is so expensive. Yeah, but if you're not if you're not gonna, make it a full-time cash crop, yeah, there's a couple things that require sugar. Like if I get a bakery, I kind of need sugar. See, now I got you thinking. Don't get me wrong, I thought about planting a small field of it. But planting a small field is just not worth it. But I guess if you were to plant a field and then 2 months later plant another field and then just do it like that, it might be. Well, because you can plant how many times in a year or how long throughout the year? August. Yeah. So, so yeah, I mean there's options there, but it's just again, it's like you buy that planter. That's the only thing it's good for outside of regular trees, and there's plenty of those on the map. Not going to make a lot of money. I am going to make a little bit of cash back by selling my grass. This mower works on the back of a tractor. If it did, it'd be interesting. It does not. So yeah, it's good to know that though. Did you know? Yeah, if we want to sleep, that's fine. I'm gonna say in March it's probably gonna be about 6. Hey, how's it going? Second chance, where are you up to tonight? You want to sleep some more? So we're doing a competitive myself and Burn here. Burn Nugget, Dylan. Depends on what he wants to go by tonight. Pablo Escobar. Wow, that's unexpected. Not El Conquistador. You don't know El Conquistador. Me no bueno. Yeah, I'm gonna say we've got quite a bit going on. I've gotta figure out how to get a couple fields in here. Fields are gonna be a pain. Just a little tractor. I kind of wish I'd bid more on that planter, but it's so small. Have you already got your open air garden? Hey, what? You can just lower the walls, right? It might be annoying, but there are bigger problems, like having all your apple juice at the bottom of a canal. Oh, spaghetti burps. They're the worst. If fences weren't so expensive, I'd put one up around my property. Like, why couldn't you cut down a couple of trees and then, have like fencing as one of the options in a sawmill to make your own? True. I've got two mod requests out there. Did I tell you that the second one I asked for a turn by turn? Uh, yeah, but he's still interested in the one that will siphon through silos, so I'm hoping he'll knock that one out. Yeah, it just doesn't have the oomph to do it. I need another 60 or 80 horsepower to really truly do it. Especially when the baler weighs as much as the tractor. But I do wish it would have worked the way I hoped it would, but not this time. Yeah, I had almost bought that same fence you were talking about. I probably could have done it with that one at 90, what was it, 92 horse? Oh yeah, it's like the swather, I mean, it'd be cool and all, but you got to be able to justify it. And this mower, it runs 15 miles an hour. Gosh, I really like how this tractor looks. I mean, it's super lightweight and it gets tossed all over the place. But on the whole, I like this black and white. I'd like this tractor better though if it didn't have a cab. Dualies with no cab? Oh, tight. Yep. Yeah, I agree. I got terrible sleep last night. Everyone in this house got terrible sleep last night though. Yeah, I just gotta be able to afford a planter for it. Just trying to figure out where my trees started. Yeah. Yep. Yep. But it's going to take months to save up enough goat's milk to make it worthwhile. So really, I'm hoping that I can create a decent enough farm this year. I do have my worries. Come on here. I just try and stop me. What's that? No, no, I don't, I don't do groundskeeper Willie. Bartney. Otto's my favorite character on The Simpsons. You're a Ralph. You're a Ralph fan. I taste burning. What are you needing? I'm not going to concern myself too much with planting grass because I got all this meadow. That's where I made my big mistake so far was I worried more about um, getting grass planted early on, and I was like, I don't need to. I've got a ton. Got to worry about getting it off the ground, getting other stuff going. But how many goats did you buy? Five? How many can you fit in your pen? ain't gonna offend me. Yeah, that's it's a lot, but it's gonna take forever to fill it. So mine, I can only do just over 100, especially because I have the one that auto water or doesn't require water. So, so the big issue that I'm gonna run into is I wouldn't have enough food for many more. Yeah, exactly. What'd you do? Get a weight. So yeah, now I'm working on trying to get all of this tedded so I can rake it and bale it so that I have something a little more valuable to sell. Oh, do we have precision farming on? No, no, it's fine. Well, it sounds like it's time to buy the C7500. I know what I'm getting from my tanker, as long as it got loaded in. I like that one. Well, how much you get back for your trailer? I really just need to find a more efficient way to do my uh, grass work. A better tedder option would be ideal. I'm just using the cheap little lizard. I'm almost gone through it. You just had an idea and you didn't want to spill it early on, did you? Yeah, don't do it. Don't. I have a better solution for you. That's what I'm gonna get. You should have gone and gotten the Gator 6x4, put the 15,000 liter water tank on it, and it would have about 9 grand. Yeah, it's in cars. It's $8,000 for that. I mean, I always just buy, and it's 1350 for the water tank. But it has also got a 500-liter fertilizer and lime spreader option, and a small tipper option if you're looking for it. Oh, and a mobile fuel tanker. It's what I'm buying. And you want to know something? You could put a 3-point hitch on it. Well, no, but say you get like this tedder slash rake that I have. You can run that. You could run a um probably the small Salic fertilizer spreader. But I mean, ideally, it would just be nice for like early on wood hauling. Well, you could pull a small log trailer behind it. Well, if you get the flat rack, you probably would. But if you're going to if you need like you run out of seeds, you have something that'll go 25 miles an hour down to the store. You don't have to like lose your or move your tractor from the spot that it's in. It's just a nice little utility vehicle. I don't think I have to sell it anymore. Oh, and another nice thing though that I like about those types of vehicles, they're just easier to maneuver in tight spaces, unless you're Austin Powers. I don't know on the winch, but if it does, I have it on another playthrough. Um, I'll put the winch on it and I'll let you know, see what happens. Because it's only like $400, isn't it? I'm hoping I get 20 hay bales off this. I doubt I will, but I'm hoping. That's sort of disgraceful, though, that coloring. You know what you did. Yeah, I wanted a nice little pop of color on it. It just looks like something some old farmer would have done just to keep it from rusting. He's like, "Oh, I got this ugly teal color. I'll just throw that on it. Oh, look at I got a little bit of this off-white too." Then it becomes like their arts and crafts project. Growing up, I knew so many farmers that were like closet arts and crafts fiends. It was crazy. They can't help themselves. They see something and then they're like, I can make that into a project. Old hardware stores. If you saw a farmer going up by the paint, the person that owned that hardware store was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make mint today." There wasn't a farmer alive in the '80s that could resist a rattle can. Well, the good old days, where you could play King on the Mountain at school in the middle of winter. Not allowed to do that today. Some kid might get hurt. Granted, they're probably right, but I just don't think kids today know how to have fun. As we're sitting here in front of screens, we earned it. Dang it! I put in my time. You know how many you know how many backyard kickball games I played as a kid? Tackle football without any gear. Somebody shoves some M80 up bullfrog's ass, they bring it to you, you win twice. Oh gosh. I didn't do anything to the bullfrogs, but we uh we used to catch water striders and crayfish. Water striders are just they're like little bugs that on top of the water. We used to catch them so that we could use them to entice the crawfish. I clams what I clams, and that's all that I clams. I like fried clams. Can't wait to get a real rake, clean this mess up. I was having issues with precision farming earlier today. What'd you plant? Well, you can't plant poppy for a little while yet. And mustard's next month. We got buckwheat on this map and mustard. This stinking windrower is driving me nuts. I know. I mean, I'm spending so much time doing this. I'm like, is this really worth it? Would it be easier just go back and forth with the baler? Really just trying to see how many bales I can get quickly just to see how much they're worth. Turn around, drop off the baler, go grab my trailer. Yeah, I wasted some land on making a yard, but I like to have my stuff where I can see it easily. Even if it's not organized, I still know where it's all at. That's what I would normally do in the beginning, but I was like, you know what? Putting down a little bit of dirt's not going to be expensive. I might as well do it. Oh, I forgot I did something stupid. I changed my trailer from auto load to bale trailer because I was like, oh, maybe I'll do some timber. No straps. Does it? I didn't think it did. See, it does. Oh, it's that stupid pallet auto loading one that doesn't. Just want to know how much a stupid bale of hay is worth. Well, I had to change it back to auto load because I don't have liftable bales. I really didn't want to use the cedar from the hand pushable pack. I mean, I will if I have no other choice, but I really was hoping to avoid it. And we are worth 1348 for 4 bales. No, it's not the worst. No, what was that? Just over 400 a bale? Or not quite? No, just over 330 a bale. No, that was hay. Still, it's not bad. If I get um silage is a long ways down. 140 at the animal dealer right now. Because hay is 58. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely, well, not quite three times, is it? No, not quite. But still. Yeah. All right. I know I've been sitting here yawning. I got 33 liters of goat milk. How many goats you got now? Yeah, I have 520. Oh, yeah. All right. We'll see you later, Dylan. Have a good night. Cheers. Thanks for watching.